Absolutely, absolutely. Warriors. We do it because it's tough. We do it because it's difficult.
Of course.
If it was easy, we wouldn't do it. In this world of degeneracy, OnlyFans, and all of this corn going around, you'll be mediocre. You can just be a feather in the wind and just live your life, die one day. And you can turn off this podcast because you probably won't be interested in the topics that we are discussing. But if you're truly someone who wants to change, you will continue listening. I want to continue the topic of purpose, from the podcast, why we're doing this, to our own lives, to the lives of the audience, and also in the gym, in those hardest moments. For example, today morning, we ran all the way up to Mount Royal Chalet. It is a 150 meter elevation. It is a 3 kilometer run with 150 meter elevation. And a few of you may not get this, but it's extremely difficult. The angle is about 40 degrees, and you got to run all the way up to the mountain. And we do this every week, and it's obviously probably a bit harder for me than Connor. Connor is like a Tesla. He just runs all the way to the top. And I fight in my mind. My mind tells me, take a break. It's fine. Just walk. Why don't you just walk instead of running, And you got to have a purpose. And you think of that purpose. And that pushes you forward in the hardest times. Just an example of the run. But even in the gym, by lifting that 8 rep, and you're making that gym face, you're bringing that gym face, and the 9th rep, 10th rep, you're going for the last one till failure. What's the purpose? What's the purpose in life? And it could be different for each of us. It could be different for you. It could be different for Connor. It could be different for me. So I just want to talk about it. What is your purpose in life? How do you propel yourself forward in the hardest times?
The purpose does play a massive part into perseverance and following through during challenging times, in your success path or journey, even just everyday life. And I'm so grateful to God that I have a purpose, a God-given purpose, I do believe. And that number one purpose for me is to be able to provide for my family. Also as well, make a difference in the world with people that are struggling. My purpose as well, the one that makes me burn and fires me up, motivation when I maybe haven't slept for, a good sleep in maybe 4 or 5 days, living off of 3-4 hours sleep every night, because there's people out there in the world that have bombs dropping on their head every day. They're in a war zone. They don't even have food every day. There's people that don't even have a hospital to go to when they're sick. But guess what? We do. Majority of us do, in Canada or in the UK or anywhere where there provides healthcare. And even if, for example, in the US you have to pay for your healthcare, you still have the option there. Some places in the world, they don't even have the option. So for me, I need to help those people that are in need. I feel like it's an obligation for me. As a godly man, it's to love our neighbour, to be able to have compassion for others and to make a difference. And I think the true joy in life is when you help someone. It says in the
philanthropy.
Philanthropy, without going too much into the Bible, as I'm not a pastor or anything, but it says there's more happiness in giving in what there is in receiving. And this is something that I really do believe is a truth. And the fact is we all can give and we can all make a difference. It's all about the start of doing things small and having the vision and having that purpose. So this is what propels me. When I feel tired and when things are going the wrong way, when things are not working out, that's what I think about. Because in life, it's always going to be like that. It's never going to happen the way you want it to happen,
Absolutely
when you want
not.
it to happen.
Absolutely not.
Sometimes
Never.
it will. Sometimes it will, but most of the time it won't. Most of the time it won't.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't, that's when you need to have this purpose. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because my family
To provide your family,
To provide-
number one, to inspire other people, number two,
Exactly.
number three
my
would
future
be,
family, and to be the best father that I can possibly be.
Yeah.
I'm going to be something more than my father ever was. To be the
good.
best dad that I can be.
That's really good. But what do you think in the gym when you're going to the last rep and or when you're going until failure? What do you think for the last thing?
The last thing.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking of the purpose, or are you just thinking of just pushing it?
When I'm in the gym is a different thing. I mean, my general life purpose, this is what I was thinking. But in the gym, the purpose and what's on my mind when I'm doing what gets me them last 3 reps in is that I need to push it. I am a master of my mind. When my body's telling me no, my mind is telling me yes. And I'm going to make him do what I want him to do until he physically can't do it. And with that kind of mindset, you develop this wolf alpha mentality, you know, that we know it to be. This wolf mentality that we can have. This is how it's created. It's forcing yourself to do the things that you're uncomfortable with doing until it becomes natural. Now you embrace it. That hurts. And then you're like, poof. You just continue pushing it.
Absolutely.
And then
Warriors. I remember you saying the same. We do it because it's tough. We do it because it's difficult.
Of course.
If it was easy, we wouldn't do it. And that's exactly what you said in our text message. I don't know if you remember that.
So that's the way I operate when it comes to the gym, and it's all about you have to condition your mind. You have everything that you're doing in your life. Everything from the conversations that you have with people, with strangers, the way you carry yourself, everything matters. And you need to be able to strengthen your mind in this aspect when you go to the gym by pushing that extra rep, because that's what's going to push you to the next level. You only improve and get better when you go the extra mile. It's the only time you really get that next level. You level up by doing something more. You never get to the next level by doing really less, unless you're doing something that's more smarter. You heard the expression, work smart, not hard.
Yeah,
right?
I have.
But you're still doing more. You're working more smarter. You're always doing more something. If you want more, you've got to do more. You've got to be more. I mean, if you want more results in the gym, you've got to do more. And you want more discipline, you need to push more.
And all those aspects can be applied to life, to business.
Everything.
Consistency, discipline. Everything from the gym can be extrapolated to life. And one more good thing about you that I appreciate is that you give 100%, let's say 110% effort every single time. Every single time you work out, and I truly appreciate it. And like you say, you can never be too thankful. You can never be too grateful.
For sure.
And that's the reason I always thank you for doing this with me. And I'm like, so let's start